everyone and welcome to today's video. In this video I'm going to tell you about the best savings accounts in July 2025. So this is my July update of the best savings accounts with the highest interest rates that you can open right now. In this video you will see that savings account interest rates are still high, and you can see that regular savings account interest rates are high and competitive compared with cash ISA interest rates, which is something that we haven't seen for a while. So whether you are looking to save in a standard savings account or a cash ISA or even a fixed rate savings account, then I'm going to tell you about the best of those in this video. I'll tell you about them in interest rate order as usual. All accounts that I talk about are FSCS protected, so that means that your money is protected in any of these accounts up to £85,000. And I will link all of the accounts that I talk about today in the description box below. So without further ado, let's get into the video and I'll tell you about the best savings accounts right now. Don't forget to give the video a quick like, just takes a second. Thank you for the like, and if you do want to stick around and see more videos from me, be sure to subscribe. Let's get into it. The first savings account that I'm going to tell you about is a standard savings account, so it's not a cash ISA. This has the highest interest rate around at the moment, and this is the Chase savings account, and the interest rate is 5%. You do need to be a new Chase customer to get access to this interest rate, and you do also need to open their current account too. But it's really easy to open. I've had a Chase savings account for many years now, and it's really quick to open in the app. So if you do want to open the savings account, then you can quickly and easily open the current account, and then you get access to the savings account. And what I do like about this savings account in particular is that you can have savings pots, and I like that you can name each one and you can even put a little picture. So this can help if you're trying to reach some savings goals. For example, if you want to save up for holidays, it can be a bit nicer to see a little picture and see what you're saving towards. So that's something that I quite like, and obviously this account does have the highest interest rate at the moment too. The minimum deposit with this one is just £1, and you can deposit up to a maximum of £3 million. You open and manage this account in the Chase app. Interest is paid monthly, and you can make instant deposits and withdrawals, which is good. And deposits and withdrawals really are instant, which of course is important. So that's all about the savings account with the highest interest rate right now at 5%. And this does include the new customer bonus, which is valid for 12 months. So you are getting that 12-month bonus interest rate. That's all about the first one. Let me tell you about the next one, which is the highest interest rate for a cash ISA right now. This is the cash ISA from Trading 212. So this has an interest rate of 4.98% for new customers. If you want to get access to the new customer bonus interest rate, then be sure to use the code in the description box below, and that will make sure that you can get the new customer bonus interest rate. If you also want a free share worth up to £100, then you can use my link for that. So my link is also in the description box, and that will make sure you can get a free share worth up to £100, and then you can do with that what you like. All you need to do to get the free share is put £1 in the invest section of the app, and then you can get the free share as well. This is a cash ISA, and like I said, it is the highest interest rate for a cash ISA right now. Also pretty competitive, it's just a little bit lower than the Chase one that I mentioned earlier. So depending if you are a new customer of either of these, then you could get access to these accounts with great rates. This cash ISA allows you to deposit between £1 and £20,000. They usually always do have a competitive interest rate. You probably noticed that I mention them in many of my videos because they do seem to have one of the highest interest rates around at any time, which is good. Interest is calculated daily and it's now paid monthly, and you can open this cash ISA online or in the app. Deposits are instant and withdrawals are quick. I won't say that they're instant. Sometimes they are instant. Sometimes I've noticed that they take a couple of days, but usually they come through quickly. So that's the main thing. It is a flexible ISA, so that means that you can withdraw and redeposit in the same tax year without it affecting your overall allowance. And of course, since it is an ISA, you wouldn't be paying tax on any interest that you accrue. Even if you don't need the ISA benefits, it might be worth opening so that you can get access to the high interest rate, especially if you've already used your Chase new customer bonus, then you might want to use this one as well. The last thing to tell you about this one is that they do allow transfers in, but the balance that you transfer in will get a reduced interest rate, and this is 4.1% at the moment. That's all about the Trading 2121. It does have a high interest rate, and like I said, the interest rate does seem to stay competitive, so it might be worthwhile thinking about opening that one. The next account is the savings account from Atom Bank, and the interest rate on this one is 4.75%. There's no minimum deposit, and the max that you can deposit is £100,000. You get the interest rate of 4.75% in any months that you don't withdraw. If you do need to make any withdrawals, then your interest rate does drop for that month, and it drops down to 2.5% in any months that you need to withdraw. Interest is paid monthly, and you can open this account via the app. Overall, I think this is a good account with a high interest rate. Obviously, it wouldn't be ideal for you if you do need access to your money more regularly, but if you don't, then this could be perfect for you because it does have a high interest rate. The next account does have a high interest rate, and it is more of a limited access account. So if you do need more regular access to your money, then you should consider the first two that I mentioned in this video, because this one and the one I just told you about do have more limited access if you want to keep the same interest rate. Chase and Trading 212 are completely easy access accounts, so your interest rate doesn't change based on how much you withdraw. Anyway, number 4 is the Coventry Building Society 4 Access Saver, and the interest rate on this one is 4.5%. So as the name suggests, you can access this account 4 times a year. You can make 4 withdrawals per year with no charge. If you want to make any more than 4 withdrawals per year, then you do pay a charge which is equivalent to 50 days of interest. So this means that you can access money, but obviously you would pay an interest fee. So you can do that. You can make as many withdrawals up to 4 withdrawals per year without any fees. You need to deposit a minimum of £1 into this account up to a maximum of £1 million. Interest is paid monthly or annually, you can decide, and you can open this account online, in a branch, by post or by phone. And when you need to make withdrawals, you can do this via the app as well. Overall, I think this is a good account which does have a competitive interest rate right now, and you can have some access to your money without it affecting your interest rate. I have 2 more accounts to tell you about. These accounts are fixed rate, fixed term savings accounts. So that means that you can lock in an interest rate for a fixed amount of time, and it does mean that your money is fixed in the account as well for that amount of time. So the first one is a 6-month fix. The interest rate on this is 4.62%, and this is from Oxbury Bank. With this one, you need to deposit a minimum of £1,000 up to a maximum of £500,000. You can open this account online or in the Oxbury Bank app, and you do need to manage it in the app. And finally, interest is paid at maturity at the end of the 6-month term. Obviously, this account doesn't have the highest interest rate by any means, but if you are looking to fix in the short term, then this is an account that does have the highest interest rate for a short-term fix at the moment. If you are looking for a 1-year fix, then the account that has the highest interest rate at the moment for a 1-year fix is from GB Bank, and the interest rate is 4.58%. With this one, you can choose whether you want your interest to be paid monthly or at maturity at the end of the year. You open this account online, and you can open it with a minimum of £1,000 up to a maximum of £100,000. Once you've opened the account, you can choose whether you want to manage it online or in the app. That was the last account that I wanted to tell you about today. Like I said, it does have the highest interest rate for a 1-year fix, but if you are looking for an easy access account, then of course you can find higher interest rates around, like the ones that I mentioned at the beginning of today's video. That's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it and found it useful. If you did, please give it a like. Thanks for the like, and if you did enjoy, please leave a comment and let me know. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.